Hello, I'm Alice and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, we talk about books, we do vlogs, lifestyle, car vlogs, a little bit of everything. So if you're looking for someone to stick on in the background whilst you make yourself a meal, tidy your room, do that task you've been putting off for the longest time, or you just want someone to listen to, then I'm your gal. So consider hitting that subscribe button. Welcome on into the family. Go on, you know you want to try something new today, why not? And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your continued support. We've been very book heavy lately on the content. I know you may think, why when you introduce do you talk about lifestyle and blogs? If you're new here, you might not know this. Now, I do the occasional vlog. I find them very fun to make. I haven't done one in a while, but there will be some coming soon. I thought I'd give you a little lifestyle update video today. On the 2nd of September, I started the 75 hard challenge. This was something I'd been thinking about doing for a while, but I thought, do you know what? Let's go for it. All right, let's give it a whirl. Now, some of the things I was already doing anyway, because sorry, that sounded a little bit up my own ass. It wasn't like that. Some of the things I was kind of already achieving, for example, consuming the water. I drink a lot of water. Basically, the idea of 75 hard for me, and the reason I want to do it, is that it teaches yourself discipline, motivation, and I think it could just be applied to a lot of different areas in your life, not just fitness. It also gives you the confidence to make decisions in other areas such as business, and I just thought maybe if I can really get into a good routine with that, then everything else shall follow as well. Not that I've been in a bad routine with YouTube. I haven't. I've been consistent, my 3 uploads a week, and I actually want to increase this to 4, which is part of the reason I've also started this, to try and push myself to keep the motivation. The requirements of the 75 hard are as follows. Number 1, we have to follow a diet plan of your choice. Number 2, you must complete 2 45-minute workouts a day, and one of them has to be outside. Number 3, you must read 10 pages of a non-fiction book every single day. 4, you must consume at least a gallon of water, which I think is somewhere between 3 and 4 litres, so upper bound is 4 litres. Number 5, you must take a progress picture every single day. And number 6, the main thing is that if you do not do one of these things, you start back again from day number 1. So obviously it's kind of high pressure, but I think it's also high reward. Now, I know there are other variations, 75 soft, 75 medium, but I just felt like I just needed to go for the hard one. It was calling to me. All right? And I thought this would be good because it's a lifestyle change, but it's also fitness challenge as well, which I very much appreciate, because believe it or not, this girl doesn't just read books. She does have other hobbies too, and she likes to partake in sports and do things, so it was going to be helpful. So before I go any further, I just want to give a little trigger warning with this video. We will be talking about calories and also just fitness kind of stuff as we proceed, so if that is something that's not for you, that's completely okay. You can come back when the book content's just going, but I just wanted to let you know, because we want safe and happy watchers out there, so you do what's best for you. All right, I'll let you make your decision now. Perfect, you have been warned. Number 1, for my diet plan, what I decided to do is the only thing that I've ever really truly done and truly believe in, which is calorie counting. I think that as long as you know where you're supposed to be, and then you can work out your deficit and you actually stick to that, you will lose weight. And it's true, it's a proven fact. I've done it. We'll do a whole nother video about this in the future. Today's not that day, all right? I'm continuing to do it. So I use this calculator called TDEE. Helps you work out your maintenance, and then normally just about 500 below is what you want to do. From where I had been and where I am now, I have gained more muscle. My maintenance has gone up, so I've given myself a bracket. I aim to consume between 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day to be in my deficit and consistently lose weight with everything I'm doing, because obviously I'm very active, because I'm doing at least 2 workouts a day. Some days it ends up being 3 because we don't do an outdoor one until later because we've already done 2. It's a whole thing. We'll explain. That is my calorie consumption, although it does tend to end up being in the 1800s, which I definitely will have to look at, because maybe I will need to up it a little bit depending on how quick everything goes. But yeah, 1800 to 2000, and I aim for about 100 grams of protein every day. That's not a set requirement, because some days it's out of your control, right? And this is what I want to show you, is that the key things I've learned is planning ahead, but also making smart choices, because there's not always going to be a situation in life where you can say, say necessarily no, or, and I didn't mean it like that, but like you don't want to be disrespectful or anything like that. So basically it's about just not making it an excuse, if that makes sense. So I picked this period of time because I had a lot of things going on in my life. I actually had a funeral to attend, which is super sad. My nan did pass away not too long ago. I'm not really a super serious person, so I don't talk about things like this, and you know, I kind of deal with it in my own way, but thought I would share. So we had the funeral, so that was sort of something like a challenge, because obviously I'm going to be talking to family, I'm going to be going round, I'm not going to be sat there scanning every barcode of every Costco plus. So it's about like understanding the choices you're making, but also living your life. But you know, that could be an easy excuse to go, well, I'm just going to eat whatever I want to eat, and for the most part I did, but I still managed to stay in my calories. You know, I think if you go into it with the right mindset, you can emerge basically being the person that you want to be, because it helps you reach that mindset. That's how it's working for me anyway. If it doesn't work for you, that's completely fine, but for me, touch wood, so far it's going well. Also got a trip away where I'm going to stay with some of the family of my boyfriend, and if anybody knows Polish nans, they like to feed you, so that will be a challenge. Also going to stay with a friend in Germany as well, so kind of taking these trips away and how you can deal with that too. So I thought this would be a good time to do it, which I am excited for. I have been enjoying it so far, so that's good. So yeah, that's all about the calories. I mean, I drink 4 gallons of water. Whoa, I mean, the drink 4 litres of water, pretty self-explanatory. Just drink it. Read 10 pages of the non-fiction. This is the book we're reading. It's called Why We Sleep. I have mentioned it before in my non-fiction books video, and I'm currently on page 176. I need to read my 10 pages today. I haven't read them yet. We'll read them after I film this. And yeah, it's actually interesting. It's just very academic, so it's a lot to get through, but I started it years ago, never finished it, and this is going to make me finish it. So I'm very happy for that. There's some interesting stuff, and we'll talk about this in a video when I finished it. And the 2 workouts a day, I go to the gym 3 times a week, so normally those are the indoor, and then I'll do a walk in the evening. On my non-gym days, I do a run, so a run and a walk that ends up being 2 outdoor workouts, but that's completely fine. However, sometimes we get things like once a week I go swimming. That also happens to be on a gym day, so it's like swim and gym. That's 2 indoor workouts, which means I then have to go for a 3rd workout to get the outdoor one. I do occasionally play badminton too, so that normally counts as an indoor, but I'm trying to put it on days where I will be doing an outdoor activity regardless, so that it's not too many workouts, because I appreciate that 3 a day is quite a lot if you're doing it very frequently. But I'm loving the workouts. I want to use this as an excuse to try more things as well. Like, I've done one Pilates class before and I really enjoyed it, so I'd like to do that as one of my indoor workouts one day. Maybe get a spin in there. Love a good spin, so it'll be fun, it'll be nice, which is great. So we take the progress picture every day, so I've taken it in the same spot. When I've reached the end, I'm going to do like a, you know, like they always like those flip books where you can go through, and I just want to see the progress, because you know, just think, why not? People watching a video every single day, not necessarily going to see that, but over time you will. So I think that's going to be a fun idea. I also do weigh myself every day. Now, some people, maybe this is like too much or not enough, but I think this makes more sense in my head. So I feel like I've kind of managed to desensitize myself from the numbers as such. You weigh yourself every day because you're going to have fluctuations, right? So it's the best way to get a proper measurement, because maybe one day you retain more water, you've eaten more salt, you've done loads of different things, so your weight's going to go like this, but you'll always have an average. And so if you say you weigh yourself every Monday, one Monday you might weigh yourself, and then the next Monday you've lost 2-3 kilos, and then the next Monday you've put 2 kilos on because you're carrying that water. Do you know what I mean? So it's much easier if you do it every single day. And I use an app called Happy Scale, hashtag not spons, but I quite enjoy that, so give that a go. I mean, again, you do what's safe for you. So I think that's everything that I do every single day. Now, I will say the thing that gets me through the entire thing is an app called MyFitnessPal. Again, not sponsored, but that's where I log my calories, and you can set certain protein goals, certain carbs, fats, goals, whatever you want. I just love it because it holds you accountable every day, because you've got, right, this is how much I can consume. So I have 1800 in there, but if I go over to the 2000, it's not an issue because that is my bracket anyway. But I have that on there, and then you just put your food in, so you can search for things, you can scan the barcodes, which is super easy. You literally just put your food in, boom, works out the protein for you, works out the carbs and the fats, so you literally don't have to do anything except for scan and put it in. Honestly, Happy Scale, MyFitnessPal, and the last thing you need, a good set of food weighing scales, because that is just a key moment. It's not about eyeballing. That's when we get a little bit prey out of control perhaps, but just literally it takes 5 seconds, stick your bowl on there, press on, goes to 0, weigh out how much you want, and then you're away, and it's great. So this video isn't to tell you to do this or to make a change or whatever. This is not what this video is for. This is for me talking to you about what I'm doing at the moment, and also just sharing my experience so far. I've definitely been enjoying it. I've been having a good time. I can feel improvements in my physical self, also mentally, emotionally as well. I definitely feel like it's changing my mindset, which I'm really happy about. I'm really proud of myself for doing. If you do want more content on this, I actually do make a video every day on my TikTok and an Instagram. I will link those in the description below. We have Read with Alice _ on TikTok, and also Alice's 75-day journey on Instagram. Now they are actually different videos, or they have different voiceovers sometimes if they are the same video, but yeah, you can sometimes get more content on the TikTok about like daily life. For the Instagram, I put all of my meals on my story with all the breakdowns, so could give you some recipe inspo or meal inspo as well. So if you fancy following them, go have a little look. Absolutely no pressure at all. And yeah, honestly, I think, sorry this video isn't normally the kind of style that we have, but I just wanted to share with you guys what's been going on at the moment, what I've been doing. Why not? This channel, like I always say, is for a bit of lifestyle as well, so let's do it. Well, without further ado, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Have you subscribed? Thank you very much. And as always, until the next one, I'll see you then. Bye. Ooh, that was weird.